In the dramatic and constantly changing world of the young and the restless, a new chapter opens as Sharon Newman finds herself in grave danger. From a sudden kidnapping to deep-seated conspiracies, the story intensifies, forcing all the characters to face challenges they have never faced before. Sharon Newman and the race. Sharon Newman, no stranger to a messy situation, now finds herself in the hands of two dangerous men, Ian Ward and Jordan. While Ian is determined to erase Sharon from this life by pushing her to the bottom of a river, Jordan, with a cryptic agenda, wants Sharon alive. The reason is not out of mercy, but because of a more complex plan. Jordan needs Sharon to be held captive longer, to ensure that Ian keeps his promise. This means Sharon faces not only imprisonment, but also the risk of losing her life at any moment. Sharon's dangerous situation not only left the audience breathless but also pushed Nick Newman, who has always loved Sharon, into a fierce race to rescue her. In Tuesday's episode, Nick begins his journey to find Sharon. However, things will not be easy. Ian Ward is a schemer who always knows how to cover up his tracks. But Nick's love and determination will become the biggest motivation for him to overcome all obstacles. Nick Newman, light in the darkness. Nick is not someone who gives up easily. Even though the clues about Sharon's whereabouts are extremely vague, he is determined not to stop. With each step, Nick not only fights against time but also against his own powerlessness against dangerous enemies. A small clue can become the key to hope, and Nick decides to do his best to find anything that will bring him closer to Sharon. He knows that with each passing moment, Sharon is in more danger. From asking questions to friends and family, to following small clues, Nick gradually puts together the pieces of the puzzle. Nikki Newman, fear and family love. Meanwhile, Nikki Newman, Nick's mother, is sinking into anxiety. The return of Ian Ward, who caused so much pain to her family, stirs up dark memories. Nikki knows how cruel Ian is, and the thought of him hurting Sharon makes her uneasy. Although Nikki's husband Victor Newman tries to reassure her, Nikki still cannot dispel her fear. Besides worrying about Sharon, Nikki also worries that Victor himself will become a target of Ian. The tension in the Newman family increases as they face this great threat together. Victor Newman, the family shield. Victor, who has always been the family protector, promises Nikki that he will do everything to keep her and the children safe. But Victor also understands the danger of Ian Ward. He knows that Ian is not someone who is easily defeated, and his return is not simply for revenge. While Nikki is covered in fear, Victor faces great pressure when he has to both reassure his wife and find a way to deal with Ian. With his determination and intelligence, Victor plans to deal with the enemy, at the same time supporting Nick in the search for Sharon. A tense confrontation. In the following episodes, the audience will definitely witness a tense confrontation between the Newman family and Ian Ward. Nick, with his strong love for Sharon, will not stop until he finds her. But will he have enough time to save her from the risk of being murdered by Ian? Or will Jordan, with his own agenda, complicate the situation? Nikki and Victor, while supporting Nick, must also protect themselves from potential danger. Can Victor keep his promise and ensure the safety of his family? Or will Ian once again bring pain to the Newman clan? An emotional journey. With a combination of drama, love, and loyalty, the story of the search for Sharon Newman promises to bring breathtaking moments to the audience. The characters will have to face difficult challenges, and love will become the guiding light in the darkness. Only time will tell whether Sharon can escape the hands of dangerous enemies, and whether the Newman family is strong enough to weather this storm. But one thing is certain: resilience and courage will be the keys to open the door of hope in the darkest moments. In the latest episode of The Young and the Restless, an unlikely alliance has formed that promises to bring more drama and endless conflict. Billy Abbott finally gets what he has wanted for a long time: the cooperation of Phyllis Summers against a common enemy, Victor Newman. However, this partnership is not only a connection of common goals, but also potentially dangerous troubles for both. Billy Abbott is not someone who gives up easily, especially when he is trying to regain control of Chancellor Corporation, something he believes should be his. Victor Newman, with his immense power, has always been the biggest obstacle in Billy's path. With hatred and an indomitable will, Billy has been constantly looking for ways to undermine Victor's position, and now, he realizes that he needs an ally with the same drive and intelligence. Phyllis Summers is a perfect choice. Not only is she a strong, determined woman, but she also has a long-standing grudge against Victor. Billy knows that if anyone is willing to stand up to him against Victor, it is Phyllis. Phyllis, after being caught up in her own personal revenge schemes, has now decided to abandon her mission against Sharon Newman. This decision not only frees her from petty feuds, but also opens up a new direction where she can focus her energies on bigger goals. And Billy makes her an offer she can't refuse. On Tuesday's episode, Phyllis makes an official deal with Billy. This partnership is not only strategic, but also a mutual recognition of both their abilities and motivations. They are now allies, a dangerous but promising alliance. Billy and Phyllis' partnership could be a huge turning point, but it also has its risks. Both are strong-willed, decisive, and often emotional characters. This means that their partnership can quickly turn into conflict if their goals or methods do not align. Furthermore, both Billy and Phyllis understand that confronting Victor is no easy task. Victor is not only intelligent and powerful, but he is also always one step ahead of the game. If the Billy-Phyllis alliance is to succeed, they need to be cautious and prepared for unforeseen consequences. Victor, with his vast experience and ability to deal with any situation, will certainly not be defeated easily. He has experienced countless attacks from both inside and outside, but has always stood firm. Billy and Phyllis may think they have the perfect plan, but Victor always knows how to turn things around. Furthermore, Victor is not alone in this fight. He has a loyal network of allies and enough influence to turn things to his advantage. Billy and Phyllis will have to face not only Victor, but also the huge system of power that he holds. Billy and Phyllis' alliance will certainly encounter many storms. Besides the danger from Victor, both will also face internal troubles. Billy, with his impulsive personality, may make reckless decisions, while Phyllis, always demanding control, may not give in. These differences may lead to conflict, making the alliance more fragile than ever. In addition, their cooperation will not escape the scrutiny of those around them. Both Billy and Phyllis' families and friends may not approve of this relationship, especially when they are targeting a dangerous opponent like Victor. Will Billy and Phyllis be able to overcome internal and external pressures to carry out their plan? The next episodes of The Young and the Restless promise to bring a lot of drama when the Billy-Phyllis alliance officially enters the war with Victor Newman. Can they achieve their common goal, or will this alliance collapse before anything begins? The cooperation between Billy and Phyllis is not only part of the power struggle, but also a test of trust and teamwork. Both carry wounds from the past and strong personal motivations, but will that be enough for them to overcome all challenges? One thing is for sure, this war will not only be about power, but also about loyalty, patience, and the ability to adapt to the intrigues and traps that await. Let's wait and see who will be the winner in this fierce battle.